Hello people of the internet. I've titled this video, The Woman That Knows She Is Her Own Authority, and I want to speak to what that means. This is a way of living, a way of being that I have committed myself to, and to say the words is one thing, but to really move yourself through each day as it is a whole other thing, and that's why I'm wanting to speak to it today. So those of us who have been in self-development or personal development or in the coaching world or whatever way you want to look at it for quite some time, we have been told, and we have likely experienced, that we are the master of our own destiny. But very often we outsource our authority, we outsource our power to techniques, to processes, to different things that we have been given by others in which to change. This is something I have spent many years in, and they created change to a certain extent, but never to the heights that I really wanted. And so what I've really come to discover, and what is truth for me, is that when I claimed myself as my own authority, when I decided that I am the one who defines me, I am the one who is in charge of how I perceive things, when I allowed myself the freedom of that, everything internally really started to change. And to be your own authority, to be the woman who knows herself as that, will recognize when the voice of old self is here, and she will pop up, she will come in, and she will feel real. But when you are your own authority, which you always have been and always will be, you have the power, you have the knowing, you have the love for self, let me say it that way, to say, this is not who I am. This voice may be who I have experienced life with before, but this is not who I am. I am the all that is. I am the one who decides. I am the one who's going to use my imagination, who is going to use the power of my perception for myself instead of against myself. So when we are creating a shift in our lives, we may be wanting to bring our business to the next level, quote unquote. But if we have been speaking to ourselves in the sense of, this is really hard, I don't really know what I'm doing, that woman, that person is doing X, Y, and Z, so maybe I need to do that. I've been trying for a really long time. And so this is a story that is going on inside of yourself, maybe knowingly or not. And then you're really pushing and pushing and pushing to try and get that change to happen. And you've invested in programs, in strategies, in different things like this. But, and you've been doing them from that place, that old story of, this is really hard, I don't get it, I don't really know what I'm doing. Who am I to do this? Why is it working for them? Why is it so much easier for them? And you're saying all that without even trying. You're imagining things working or then not working without even trying. But when a woman comes back into her own authority, when she sits back into the being of who she truly is, she then has the backbone to decide and speak how it is for her. And the old self will try and interfere. The old self will try and say, this is not correct. You are not speaking the truth, but you are the all that is. You are all of it. You are the old self. You are the woman sitting in her own authority. You are all of it. You get to say in any moment, this is how it's going for me. I do know what I am doing. Lucrative opportunities come to me always, in all ways. Everything I touch turns to gold. I am the best at what I am doing. And the woman in her own authority will hold that, will claim that, will imagine that, will be that, no matter what old self is saying to her. You get to choose. You get to be the woman who is in her own authority, deciding who she is, how things are going, or you can be the woman who processes more, who moves through the feelings more, who waits until she feels ready. And even as I'm sitting here speaking this live, there's a thread of me, there's an aspect of me going, you're going to have to delete this is not good enough. But that's just old self. I am choosing to be the woman of her own authority, and I am sitting here knowing who I am. The words that are coming out of me are coming out of me because I am choosing to know what I say, when I say it, and how I say it. I am choosing that the decisions that I make are the right decisions, that everything is always working out for me. I am the source of who I am. It is all about me. And from your perspective, it is all about you. We have made this so hard. We have been so confused with all these different techniques, these things that we need to do, these energy clearings, these reprogramming of our subconscious, all of it. We've made it so hard. When the truth of it is, to its very core, is like, be still and know that I am God. And that is speaking to you, through you, from you. That I am presence within. That true, only authority should be willing to live from it and by it. We get to clear distorted frequency like that. It gets to be that easy. By our own word, by our own authority. Or we get to wrap ourselves in a knot of trying to heal old self. And I'm saying all of this from the perspective of living your absolute best life. Not from moving through something that's very traumatic or deeply grieving or anything like that. This is different. This is not what I'm speaking to. I am speaking to the woman who is choosing to live her best and most amazing life. Because she can, because we can, and why not? I've spent years, a lot of time, a lot of money and all of that, trying to create my best life. And not unfortunately, it is what it is. But I didn't realize that to do so from my own authority, as my own authority, is where everything shifts. Very unconsciously, I was outsourcing, as I've already said, to the processes, to the coaches, to the mentors, to the whatever it is, strategies. It didn't work for me. It might work for others. It didn't work for me. But now, making it all about me, choosing to know that we are all gods, and it is stated in that big book, do you not know you are all gods? Not the God, but the one who is sourced from that full and true authority. this is where everything shifts, because you don't have to depend on having space to do a certain process, to reprogram your mind, to sit in meditation for a number of hours, to be on quote unquote the right frequency, whatever it is. When you continue to hold yourself as your own authority, as the all that is, when you make it all about you in that way, you are in the right frequency. You are in the God zone. You are in the miracle zone because you say it. And when you choose to continue to be in here, no matter what old self is saying, no matter how she is making you feel, no matter the thoughts that are coming, no matter the doubts, no matter what it is, in any moment you hold the authority to say, that is not me. I may have lived my life as that, but that is not me. This is who I am. This is how I perceive my life. This is how things go for me. And then watch and feel things shift. Last year, I did 6 months of going live every day. And it was an experience. And I'm part of a masterclass at the moment where the invitation was given to go live again every day. That doesn't call to me anymore to go live every day. It's just not in my system to do that right now. But I do know that it's important for me to practice speaking again in this kind of way, to bring the title of this video in, be in my own authority and speak when I feel called to allow the words come out of me so that they get clearer and more refined as I do so. And so I feel I will go live once a week, either here on Facebook or on YouTube, because I have a lot to say. My old self has clouded that. And for any woman who is choosing to live in her own authority, she must be willing to move first. She must be willing to move before she feels ready. Because that feeling ready is part of an old self that has nothing to do with it. Because we are here now in this moment as the all that is, and we move. We might trip up, it might not be the best live we ever do, it might not be the best thing that we ever do, as our old self might say. But making it all about you, being in your own authority, you get to say everything I do works. I am the best there is. I am always speaking from a place of authority. Because how long have we spoken against ourselves? How long have we been validated for speaking the truth of our wounded self? Oh, that's so brave that you say that about yourself. It's so brave that you say that you don't feel powerful. But how about now we spend our time speaking from our power, speaking as our power? How about we don't need the validation to say what it is that we want to say? How about we be our own biggest and greatest advocate and shout it from the rooftops that I am the best, I am the all that is, everything I do works for me. I only expect greatness because I am greatness. I only experience magnificence because I am magnificence. What would shift for you if you chose to speak that way? You don't need to say it out loud. You don't need to tell other people. But what if that was how you speak about yourself and to yourself? That is it for today. Are you willing to be the woman who knows she is her own knows she is her own authority? Are you willing to discover what that truly is for you? And are you willing to stop listening to the voice of old self, to stop imagining your life from her perspective, and to allow it to be so much easier and simpler than you ever thought possible? It all exists now. Who you are being now, in this moment, matters. And you get to shift in any moment too. It's all about you. And how about everything that you touch turns to gold? Because you are the all that is. Everything always works out for you. Everything moves in your favor. You are always taken care of. Let that be your truth. Let that be how you move forward. Be your own greatest and biggest cheerleader, no matter what. Because at the end of the day, it's all about you. So, I will see you when I see you. If this has stirred anything in you, I would love for you to comment underneath and let me know. What came up for you? What did you notice? Are you a woman in your own authority? Bye for now.